Good morning, students. Today we have already finished up with the nested brackets. The explanation part is done. So today we will start with sum number 4. Sum number 3 will be doing it later on. But first, because the nested bracket parts are a bit tough to understand, so I'll solve few examples from the exercise and explain and help you out with the same. So we start with sum number E. Now as you can see, this is your sum. First have a look at the sum. Now as the rule goes, first we have to be solving up the brackets which are in the round ones. So the rest of the part of the sum goes as it is. As you can see, they all remain the same. You can look from the above, they are all the same. 6 is the same as it is, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So that becomes your 5 here. Now in the next step we move down and have a look. Rest all the part again remains the same. Till here you can see 4 into 2 remains the same, and 6 minus 5 becomes your 1. Nextly, we can have look over here again. This part remains the same, and 4 into 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is your 7 over here. Next step 2, and now here we have to make a change over here because we open up with the brackets. 21 divided by 3 is your 7 here. This 7 is the same here. And 7 and 2 is 9, and 9 minus 7 is 2. That completes your answer. Okay students, now we will be solving sum number G. First have a look at the sum. Now as you all are aware, when we have a sum with a nested bracket, we have to solve the one with the bar above. Okay. So in the next step, as we move, the rest of the steps, the sum, the part, it goes as it is. Have a look. Till we have the plus sign over it, it remains the same. Now we need to solve the one with the bar. 3 and 2 is 6. 6 and 3 is 9. So this is your 9 here. Minus 4, which is again over here. Okay. In the next step, 2 and 3 remains the same over here. Now it is the bracket, the minus sign is here, minus is here. 14 minus 5 into 2 is 10. And 14 minus 10 is your 4 here. The plus sign is here, and 9 minus 4 is 5, which is again over here. In the next step, we are still into with the curly brackets. 3 and 2 is 6, 6 minus 4 and plus 5. 6 minus 4 is 2, and 2 plus 5 is your 7. This is your answer. Okay students, now we move to sum number H. As usual, first have a look at the sum. It's a bit lengthy one, lengthy in terms of the question part which is there. You can have a look. Now you will come to know that again there is a bar bracket out over here, rather there is a bar on the top, that is the vinculum. So this part has to be solved first. This part goes same as your question, the sum. 7 plus 20, here it is, and 2 plus 3 is your 5. Plus 1, minus 3, then as goes as it is. Next part you see, you move further. 10 plus 5 minus 2 plus 6 into 2 remains again the same. Now the point is, you have to divide 20 by 5, which gives you 4. And 7 and 4 is your 11. So the minus sign is here, minus sign is here. This is your 11 over here, which you have got by dividing 20 by 5 plus 7. And this one is the same as it is, and your minus 3 continues. Next step, you have a look. 10 plus 5 minus 2 plus it goes the same. 6 into 2 goes the same. Now it is minus 11 plus 1. Minus 11 plus 1 on a number line comes and gives it to minus 10. This remains as minus 3. The same way. Now again, after having solved this, the curly brackets need to be solved out. So you have a look. 10 as it is, 5 minus 2 remains the same. Now 6 and 2 is 12. So this is your 2 here after minusing it from 10. I repeat, 6 into 2 is your 12. 12 minus 10 is 2, which is your 2 here. Then you have your minus 3. After that, now we are left up with the square brackets. 10 plus 5 minus 2 is 3 here, this 2 is the 2 here, and the minus 3. Now 3 and 2 is 5, again 5 minus 3 is 2. So 10 plus 2 is your 12, which is your answer.